at 12. The news at 5:30 starts right now.
Up first at 5:30, we now know the name of a man accused of shooting and killing his neighbor on Christmas Day. Police have identified him as 28-year-old Mason Sayer Lubitz. The shooting happened at an apartment complex on Larkspur, not far from Selma Road and West Avenue. Officers responded to that shooting around 11:40 yesterday morning. They say the two men had been engaged in an ongoing dispute before that shooting. The neighbor was pronounced dead at the scene. Records show Lubitz's bond is set at $200,000. We now know the name of a victim in last night's deadly crash on Pleasanton in far South Bexar County. Medical examiners have identified him as 54-year-old Samuel Paredes. The sheriff's office tells us he was ejected from his car. Police say the people in the other car were not injured. Paredes died at the scene. A man was shot early this morning after chasing two men who stole his Christmas gifts. Police say the man's gifts were stolen from his car around 3:15 this morning on Stone Oak Parkway. That man telling police he had just come home from a holiday party when he noticed the thieves taking the items from his trunk. Police say that's when he tried running after them and they shot him. The victim was taken to University Hospital. That shooting remains under investigation tonight. Two women were shot at on I-35 after leaving a downtown bar. Police say the women were traveling south on I-35 near Cesar Chavez Boulevard around 2:30 this morning. That's when police say a car pulled up next to the women and fired at them. Both women were shot in their arms. The suspects kept driving. The women say they were in a silver four-door sedan. They also told police that there was a disturbance at that bar before they left. Police say the women were both giving conflicting stories to them. Both were taken to the hospital in stable condition. We are also now on day 7 of Lena Kill's disappearance. Search efforts are still ongoing tonight by the San Antonio Police Department and the FBI. The search began for Lena on Monday evening after she disappeared at the Villas del Cabo apartment complex on Fredericksburg Road. She was last seen wearing a black jacket and red dress with black shoes. Police are urging you to call the missing persons number with any information you might have on this case. Crime Stoppers currently offering a $50,000 reward, while the Islamic Center is also offering a $100,000 reward for anyone who can help them find Lena. Well, Christmas is behind us now, but holiday travel still in full swing tonight. Our John Paul Barajas is live at the San Antonio International Airport, checking in with travelers to see how their flying experiences have been or are currently going today, as Omicron cases and worker shortages have affected flights. John Paul, what are you hearing out there today?
Tim, so far so good for the most part. Just about everybody we've spoke to today said that they had no issues flying in and out of our airport. But according to FlightAware.com, the San Antonio airport has had some flight disruptions. The website says yesterday we had 20 flights delayed and 5 canceled. So far today, we've had 33 delays and 4 canceled. We did find one man who is now stuck here for another day and will have to miss work tomorrow, but he's still in good spirits.
Told them I can't get home yet.
And what'd they say about it all?
What can they say? All they can say is, we'll see you when you get back. It's a blessing in disguise. I get to spend another day with my family until tomorrow, and then when my daughter get home.
And Lawrence Kelly said it's all the snow in Seattle that caused his flight to be canceled. But so far, things have looked like our airport is doing a good job of getting people where they need to be. John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, John Paul. COVID cases are on the rise across the country, fueled by the highly contagious Omicron variant. With hospital staff stretched thin in many places, the CDC changing its guidelines for how long vaccinated healthcare workers should isolate before returning to work after a COVID positive diagnosis. Pediatric hospitalizations are surging too in New York and other parts of the country. Ohio, Texas, Pennsylvania all hit particularly hard.
It's so important for those that are eligible and around, especially our children under 5 who are yet to get the vaccine, to be vaccinated, to really cocoon them, protect them.
If staffing shortages and hospitalizations reach crisis levels, the CDC recommends those same workers should return to work after just 5 days. But the general public still advised to isolate for 10 days after a COVID positive diagnosis. Still ahead on the news at 5:30, it's that time of year when we reflect on some of what we've covered here in 2021, from vaccines to the winter freeze to Fiesta, making a triumphant comeback. We'll cover it all with a recap next. From the first COVID-19 vaccines being administered to the February freeze here in Texas to Fiesta making a return and UTSA's historic season. A lot has happened here in 2021. Though this year seemed to race by pretty quickly, it was filled with a lot of ups and downs for not only South Texas, but the entire nation. Here's a quick look back at what we've been through over the past 12 months.
Procedure and decorum in Congress shattered today when a peaceful protest turned into a siege.
Let's have trial by combat.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol.
This way.
The Capitol went into lockdown with members of Congress inside. A Universal City man facing charges in connection with the breach at the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. 52-year-old Stephen Capuccio.
Good morning, everyone. It's a winter wonderland out there.
It's just a beautiful sight to see.
Unprecedented winter weather.
Our city transformed into white.
CPS Energy says it's under orders to begin rotating outages.
What happened this week to our fellow Texans is absolutely unacceptable.
The White House facing a surge in undocumented teens crossing the border.
Federal officials today announcing the opening of a second emergency shelter for unaccompanied migrant children right here in San Antonio.
An active shooter killed at the airport after San Antonio police say he was firing shots at random, aiming at an officer and at one of the terminals.
People as young as 16 are eligible for the vaccines. The city of San Antonio began offering them this morning with no reservations needed.
People say it's great to see life getting back to normal.
Chicken on a stick!
We are going to party tonight!
He emerged from the home holding 2 large handguns, firing at us and an SUV with his own family inside. By my count, 6 times, as we scattered in different directions.
Shots fired 200 block of Noria Street. I'm with News Media, KSAT 12.
We really saw no emotion for McCain for much of this trial. Oh, this is a live picture right there. You see McCain with an elbow to the bailiff.
Making headlines this morning, 17 area school districts headed back to classroom today.
New school and a new level of excitement as SCISD teachers and students fully return back to the classroom in person.
A humanitarian emergency. Sky 12 capturing these images. More than 12,000 migrants crowded under the Del Rio International Bridge.
High water has led to heartbreak in East Bexar County. 2 people believed to have died after being swept away by rushing water today.
Embattled President and CEO Paula Gold Williams will resign next year.
We're learning more information when it comes to the deadly drag racing event in Kerrville. The 2 people killed were children. 8 others were also injured.
Came up across the crowd, hit the kids, hit the other people that were there.
And our city has really been celebrating Dia de los Muertos all week long.
The CDC's director now endorsing the recommendation for children 5 through 11 to get the vaccine.
There is no reason to wait.
Dr. Lumali Apache says the vaccine is safe.
Are you excited? Can you feel it? We are right there with head coach Jeff Traylor as he gets his Gatorade bath tonight in the Alamodome. The UTSA Roadrunners are Conference USA champions for the first time.
Certainly a lot happening in 2021. Looking forward to what 2022 will bring. Currently, we've just got more warm and humid conditions here.
Yeah, but I can tell you, early 2022, we're going to get a cold front. So
about time.
Yeah, we would like a little bit of cooler weather here to make it feel like the holiday season. But the aquifer is up about 0.3 of a foot over the past 24 hours. Unfortunately, Mountain Cedar is up too from yesterday, high past 7,000. Now, tonight, more of the same. We're going to have a mild evening with temperatures falling into the 60s by midnight. And we'll be looking at fog developing overnight. Coming up in the forecast, what do you need to know? Foggy and misty morning, but a warm and sunny afternoon. Muggy and warm for the rest of the year, but we'll talk about that strong cold front next weekend coming up.
Certainly no chance of being mistaken for a winter wonderland around here this holiday season, Sarah, but you're saying there's a chance that we could start off 2022 on the colder side.
Exactly right, Tim. Yeah, it's very warm out there. And you know what? It really did depend, though, where you lived, what kind of weather you experienced today, all because of cloud cover. So I want to show you today's satellite and temperatures. This is from earlier today. So we all started off cool with fog and mist and drizzle. It was a damp and a bit of a dreary morning, but watch what happened right around lunch and into the early afternoon. Skies quickly cleared for areas south of Highway 90. Pleasanton at 2 was at 83 degrees, but it stayed cloudy up across the northern tier of Bexar County and into the hill country, as well as out toward Canyon Lake. So temperatures there at the same time that they were seeing sun in southern Bexar County, in northern Bexar County, was in the 60s. A big temperature spread over about just 50 miles or so. 63 Bernie Stage, 83 in Pleasanton, about a 20-degree temperature spread. But then eventually everyone saw some sun, and as soon as you saw the sun, the temperatures shot up. Again, at about 2, it was 68 degrees at the airport, but just an hour and a half later, it was 75. And so today's high temperatures were drastically different depending on where you live and how much sun you saw, and tomorrow is going to be very similar as well. We're going to have a morning cloud deck with fog and drizzle, and that'll slowly erode into the afternoon, but as it does so, temperatures will spike up. Take a look at these highs across the south central Texas region. 75 in Del Rio was the high because they stayed a little cloudy. 76 here in San Antonio, only 67 in Kerrville for the high because of the clouds, but Pleasanton was at 86, 89 in Cotulla, even up in Junction where there was sun all day long. It was 88 degrees. So again, it is very humid out there. Dew points are in the mid 60s. That is very high for this time of year, at the top of the humidity scale for this time of year. And so as temperatures cool to those dew points, we're once again by the start of the day tomorrow going to have areas of fog, areas of drizzle. It's going to be damp in places. If you have travel plans early tomorrow morning, know that you'll have to deal with fog, visibility less than a mile in many places around San Antonio. Then as we head into the afternoon, again, watch what happens. It stays cloudy out toward Del Rio. It stays cloudy in the hill country, and that cloud deck will slowly erode from south to north in San Antonio in the afternoon. But eventually, everyone will see a couple of hours of sun at least. And so when we're talking about highs tomorrow, if you live near San Antonio and to point south, you're going to be looking at high temperatures closer to 80 degrees, but up in Kerrville, it should only get to about 70. In San Antonio, generally, we're going to go for a high temperature in the upper 70s. But again, if you get a little bit of sun earlier in the day, you'll be a lot warmer. A lot of snowfall across the northern Rockies. That's going to cause some headaches for the airlines tomorrow, and a big high pressure system in south central Texas is going to keep things warm for us. Our high temperatures through the end of the year are going to be in the upper 70s, again with morning fog and drizzle pretty much every morning with the exception of Thursday. We'll get a weak front and that'll take out the humidity briefly. Morning fog and drizzle return New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and there's that strong cold front, Tim. Eventually, our mornings will be back in the 30s and our afternoons will only be in the 50s by this time next week.
Just got to wait a little bit.
Yep, just a little bit.
All right, thank you, Sarah. All right, Andrew, the Spurs will have to do it tonight without one of their best after entering COVID protocols.
That's right. And this was Coach Pop's advice to the team right before we hit this break, this 3-day break. Don't get COVID and come back healthy. Well, guess what? DeJounte Murray entering COVID protocols today. He's the first Spurs player to enter protocols this month. When we come back, we'll have more information and hear from Pop on what happened. Plus, the Sooners and Ducks hitting the practice field this afternoon at Trinity and UIW. Hear from both teams next.
I haven't spoken to him since this morning, but he got no choice. He's got to hold up.
Coach Pop confirmed that DeJounte Murray has been ruled out today due to COVID protocols in big board sports. Obviously, some tough news for Spurs fans this afternoon. Guard DeJounte Murray has entered health and safety protocols and will miss this evening's game against the Pistons. Now, during his pregame media availability, head coach Greg Popovich said he was unsure as to who would start in place of Murray, who has been playing exceptionally well over the last few weeks. And whoever it is will have some big shoes to fill.
Yeah, it's tough, but we're not alone. A lot of teams have had to go through this, so DeJounte's been kind of our Kickstarter, so it's an important loss for sure, but got to go play.
That's right. Spurs and Pistons tip in just a few moments from now. We'll have all the highlights and reaction tonight on Instant Replay. Well, it sure looks like the 14th-ranked Sooners are loose heading into their Alamo Bowl matchup against Oregon. Oklahoma arrived in San Antonio on Friday, hit the practice field this afternoon at the University of the Incarnate Word. Legendary head coach Bob Stoops is back for the maroon and white after Lincoln Riley left for USC. The Sooners' offense has proven dynamic with quarterback Kalen Williams leading the way, but it'll be up to the defense to slow Oregon's high-octane attack. Defensive coordinator Brian Odom had high praise for the Ducks at today's media availability.
I've always had a lot of great respect for the offense at Oregon and how they do things and how they've done it in the past. I faced them multiple years when I worked in the Pac-12 conference. They have always done a lot of things with speed. They've always had a quarterback that's been able to run the ball. But this year in particular, their offensive line is probably one of the best offensive line we played all year, if not the best.
Meanwhile, the Ducks practiced at Trinity University this afternoon, and they might be feeling more confident now that the Sooners will be without 4 defensive starters due to opt-outs. 3 of those players led the team in tackles for loss this season, but Oregon offensive coordinator Joe Moorhead expects their replacements to be just as good.
Some different faces in there, but at the end of the day, these are all young men who were recruited by the University of Oklahoma, and the roster is filled with 4- and 5-star guys. So just like us, I'm sure they espouse a next man in mentality. So we have the depth chart. We have guys that we're anticipating that we're going to see. But at the end of the day, they're still going to be running their defense, and the things they do present an incredible challenge for us offensively.
The Ducks and Sooners each took a quick visit to SeaWorld this afternoon. We'll have that for you tonight on IR as well. Both teams meet in the Dome on Wednesday night at 8:15.
Pro football coverage, powered by Davis Law Firm.
Now, the Cowboys are already in the playoffs, but there is plenty on the line tonight against the Washington football team. A win earns Dallas their first NFC East Division title since 2018 and keeps them in the hunt for the NFC's top seed. The Cowboys' defense has been lights out lately, limiting opponents to 20 points or less in 3 consecutive games. So now that he doesn't have to put 40 points on the board to win a game, how does quarterback Dak Prescott balance taking a more methodical approach with the offense with that desire to be aggressive and take deep shots?
Understanding you don't. That's not necessarily a requirement to win a game, is to get the ball down the field. So even when I may be itching to do that or itching to get a player the ball, stay within the game. And I know I continue to say that, and it might not be the most popular decision, but that's what this game's about, making sure that you've got more than the defense on the other at the end of the game, and just helping the team overall. And it's not just about us having big plays as much as about us playing successful, complementary football.
Dallas and Washington kicks off tonight at 7:20 p.m. We'll have a full recap of the game tonight on IR right after the night beat. The other half of the division in action in Philly today. Eagles taking on the Giants, and the home team blows it open in the second half. Jalen Hurts finds Lane Johnson for the 5-yard score. Big man touchdown. That's Hurts' second TD pass, and the Eagles roll to a big win, 34-10. Texans trying to match last season's win total today against the Chargers. Late first half, Houston down 12-10. Davis Mills lets it fly for Chris Conley, and he's got it. A 41-yard touchdown strike gives the Texans a 17-12 lead at the break. Fast forward now to the fourth quarter. Rex Burkhead gets the handoff. A little patience there, and he powers in for the 1-yard score. 24-15 Houston. Simone Biles enjoying it in the stands. Chargers do cut the lead down to 4, but Mills connects with Nico Collins on the ensuing drive for the 13-yard touchdown. Yes, the score is correct. It's 34-23 Houston. Mills finished 21 of 27 for 254 yards and 2 scores. The defense added a pick 6, and the Texans stunned the Chargers 41-29, winning back-to-back games for the first time this season.
It was fun. I feel like it was a great team win. We were kind of firing on all 3 cylinders, offense, defense, and special teams, and we had a lot of guys who just recently got signed or just like had the opportunity to get their name called and come in and step up and play well. And a lot of guys did that, and the team showed a lot of fight.
Next up, Houston takes on the 49ers on Sunday at 3:05 p.m. I know it's been a tough season for the Texans, but it's got to feel good to put a performance like that at this time of year.
Stunning.
It's really.
41 points by them. Congrats. That's good.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah. Thanks, Andrew. We'll see you later tonight.
You got it.
We'll see you right after this.